Oh, we're back again. What? So, I had this thought recently. I posted a written version of this on my Facebook page. I was comparing the idea and extending the idea that Terence McKenna once had. I mean, maybe he still has. Where he was kind of considering and weighing the options and wondering, and perhaps he was proclaiming at the end of his life, where I think it was called his final Earthbound interview, where he was talking about the possibility that the universe is going to a point of omega, where it's fractalized, almost like a... Just wait a second. That was important. Not for me, but for the symbology. So, a point of omega, by which it seems as though the universe is just recombining and recombining and recombining in this insanely ultimate chemical process. So, we currently think that the Big Bang fractalized a bunch of shit and exploded chemical situations all around everything, whatever. Now it seems like the universe is getting more and more complex. I mean, entropy and Murphy's Law is involved in this, right? This isn't the whole idea. The whole fucking idea that I was thinking about was, I can see how two atoms, basic fucking atoms, chemical, oh my god, my brain is not in science right now. Oxygen, carbon, recombining, CO2, whatever. Those two atoms had some sort of electromagnetic pull or some sort of encouragement to come talk to each other, right? and I'm just going to say it like that. Now, if you think about humans, we are an extremely advanced chemical situation by which we can literally just have conversations and we're reorganizing our brain structures. Literally, chemically, things are being altered just by talking and just by communicating. So I use that word, communication. You extend that outwardly throughout all possible situations. Atoms, they have a certain sensitivity to them, and they have a certain nature to them, and their nature does that thing. So you talk about the carbon and the oxygen. They are close to each other. They're gonna go CO2, right? Now humans, when they're close to each other, they go blah. The fuck was that? Reorganizing brain, blah, blah, blah. Right? And we're literally doing this wicked process of recombining, just like the seemingly every other part of the process, right? Atoms, more complex organisms, fungi forests, trees, animals eating the trees. It's all events of communication between bodies, entities, things. And I agree with Terence McKenna, like, there's nothing really special about humans other than the fact that, like, we are the ones that happen to be here and are fucking thinking about this shit, right? We're just part of that chemical chain that's been started supposedly billions of years ago, right? In a way, we're like no different than the carbon and the oxygen. We're just chemically combined in a freaking wickedly complex way, right? I mean, like the air is doing its chemical process with me, right? I touch this. These are doing chemical processes, or like communicating. Literally, it's two entities sharing information, and water is being absorbed into my skin now. I'm respiring. Respiration. It's all cycle. It's inevitably stuck into the nature of nature. The process is inevitably woven into the nature of nature. So that just inspired a thought to look at psychedelic trips. Maybe that's why when you go deep into it, you're inevitably thrusted into the entirety of human possibility. I mean, with respect to the substance that is being incorporated. You have a chance to communicate in a new way and grow new things Very similarly to how if you were traveling across the country, you see new things, you breathe new air, you taste new things, you smell new things, it all changes your brain. So if you can use the psychedelic experience in a aware way, conscious way, then it seems to me like we can restructure our brains in a positive and beneficial way. You know, obviously psychedelics are not for everybody. Some people just don't know how to make the connections yet, right now. And so that's okay, you know. Yeah. An ever-unfolding chemical process that just happens to look this way right now. And we're all communicating, we're all inevitably stuck within the super ecosystem, the ultimate ecosystem, that which life itself is. Like one entity, you know. We eat food, there's a whole fucking world inside of us. Literally. Fungi, bacteria, fucking everything. It's all glue. Like there's a whole river of life flowing through us and living in us, with us, as part of us. Similarly to us, with respect to the planet, and the planet with respect to the solar system with respect to a galaxy, universes, multiverses, so on and so forth. It seems like the philosophy of life, the essence of life, is like a relative patternization. Again, consider fucking psychedelics. Relativity, patternization extending out of these like relative points that just bloom fractal, fractal, fractal off of other fractals and other fractals. Fractals being a sequential code, that which is just extending from a further piece. A natural code, right? I mean, there's nothing, the natural process inside of us is no different than the natural process of this. You know, they're obviously it's identifiably different. But the natural code that which runs the universe is the same. And I feel like it might be really simple, that it is just all based in relativity. You know, maybe Einstein was onto something. Cycles, relativity. Have you ever read his book, Mindful Cycling? I haven't, but I've heard about it, and it seems like he was onto something. Right? He was fucking Einstein. Einstein. He was in, the I-N. It's like fucking self inside the self, relativity, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm still chilling, man. It's the morning and I'm tired. But I felt like talking. I mean, I felt like doing my shit. I just want, if I have an idea, I'm just gonna fucking make a video about it, alright? Maybe you're not gonna be able to sit through it, and, you know, some of y'all are champs for being here right now. Champions! Alright. Peace out, homies. Love this beautiful color. There's colors all around you. Woo!